Chef Maxwell's Kitchen is brought to you by the Virginia Farm Bureau, because agriculture matters.
Hi, and welcome to Chef Maxwell's Kitchen, where we play with Virginia-grown products every episode. This month, we're going to be playing with eggplants. It's one of my favorite foods. They're delicious, and they're good for you. My Italian grandmother's proud of me, by the way, because she loved eggplants. We've got eggplants that we've roasted. All right? I cool them off, split them, and I'm going to scrape this stuff out. You see how soft it is? All right? And we're going to put that in this bowl. Now, this recipe calls for about 2 eggplants. Right? But I'm also going to add some chopped parsley. I'm going to add some breadcrumbs. Made out of stale bread or buy dry breadcrumbs. The panko, Japanese breadcrumbs, work really good. A little bit of that goes in there. Some garlic goes in there. Just a clove chopped up nice and small. Some Parmesan cheese goes in there. Right? And if you want, some salt and pepper. Now what you need to do is mix this up and take it to the food processor and pulse it a couple of times. All right? And we're going to move this in where my lovely assistant is going to take it and pulse it. All right? Meanwhile, I got to make the sauce. All right? You get a pan. Get it reasonably warm. Add a little bit of olive oil. We're going to add some of the garlic. When that starts to sizzling, we'll know we're ready. We start seeing a little bit of bubble around the edges, and it's starting to sing to me. We're going to add the onions. Right. We're going to add tomatoes. These are just chopped tomatoes. It's a little late in the season for tomatoes, but some people still have them. Right. Canned tomatoes will work good with this. Right. And stir that around a little bit. That's going to take a little while to heat. We're going to add some herbs. And any herbs will work for you. This is a marinara sauce, so if you've got good fresh herbs, those will work. If you don't, some Italian seasoning or some herbe de Provence would work really well. We're going to add a little kick spice in here. We're going to add a little bit of hot pepper flakes. All right? And some chopped parsley. You can use chopped basil or chopped oregano. Something nice and green that'll give it some color. All right? Now, it takes about an hour or hour and a half once it's pulsed for that eggplant mixture to set up enough to fry well. And what we're going to be doing is frying that mixture to make croquettes. So we're going to get eggplant croquettes with a marinara sauce. All right, let me get rid of this stuff. All right, and bring my pulsed and chilled eggplant. And some breadcrumbs. There we go. All right. And I'm going to take and lower this down into here. It's my test. If the breadcrumbs fry, if it bubbles and pops, then it's ready to go. And it looks like it's about ready. So in it goes. All right. And I'm going to take another one and bread it up. All right. Now, these are very delicate, so I don't suggest you dropping them in with your fingers, because you can't get close enough to the hot oil with your fingers. You'd have to let them go, and just falling will break them apart. So just kind of roll it in there. All right. Now, these are going to take about 3 or 4 minutes to get good and golden brown. So while these are cooking, take a look at the recipe. And here we are. We're back again. These are fried for a couple of minutes. And I'm just going to take some of the grease off, and I'm going to put these down in here. Aren't they beautiful? They look like little meatballs. In fact, the Italians call them polpetti, right? Which means meatball, or means little ball. All right. And there we go. We got 4 of these. We got this beautiful marinara sauce, nice thick almost salsa-like. All right. All right, so we've got our eggplant with a marinara salsa. All right, and we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of parsley or basil, whatever you've got floating around it. And there we go. It's a beautiful appetizer, great lunch, and with the appropriate Virginia agricultural beverage, it's a great meal. All right, we'll see you next time when, once again, we'll prove to you that it's okay to play with your food. So from the Farm Bureau, Chef Maxwell's Kitchen, and Virginia Grown, see you next time. For more delicious recipes using Virginia-grown fruits and vegetables, contact Lisa Lloyd at the Virginia Department of Agriculture, 1100 Bank Street, Richmond, Virginia, 23219.